What up? It's your boy Bird25 here back for the video. And today we're gonna be doing a ZZZero reaction. This one's not like very similar to the other ones because we're gonna be reacting to what this first anniversary will bring us. Without further ado, let's just get right into it.
New information about the anniversary rewards came out, and so far, we're getting a free character ticket, a free engine ticket, a bunch of free pulls, and a lot more stuff.
Is that true? That's gonna change everything. If you can choose any character, any engine, anything, that is a huge
And a
game
bunch
changer.
of brand new. We had a lot of speculation that was going around regarding the anniversary rewards. How many pulls are we getting, or are we getting a free 5-star for the anniversary? Well, now
I hope we get just as much as we got in 1.5. Is it 1.5 or 1.4? No, 1.6. I don't know. Whenever Astro Yao and Evelyn came out, I hope we get just as much pulls as we got in that patch, because that is probably like one of the best patches, but also one of the most boring patches of all of ZZZero. I don't think a lot of people are too big about Astro Yao's story or Evelyn's story, but I found it pretty interesting to play. And not only that, it was like packed with a shit ton of fucking events. That's what made that patch so good. I hope they do it just as good as that patch, because not gonna lie, that's probably like one of the biggest patches of ZZZero by far. So yeah, let's get right
I
into it.
have some amazing news for you guys, because with the ongoing 2.0 beta, a lot of news came out, and here it says the following rewards will be free for everyone internet
Oh shit, that is like really low. What the fuck?
level 8 plus. So the rewards include a free S rank agent, a free S rank W engine, 1600 polychromes, so a free 10 pull, a special
Okay.
title, and a special avatar.
Not
All
really big
these
about the
part
titles
the
of the
anniversary
avatars. That's
event.
just whatever.
These rewards are already giving us
I
a
already
pretty
have a
good
good
start
one
for
that
the first year
suits me well.
anniversary.
What they need to add is more backgrounds, like pause menu backgrounds, or maybe like profile backgrounds. You know, because mine is Nicole. You get what I mean by what I mean by Nicole. But they need to do more of those instead of just more titles or more profile pictures. Because not gonna lie, I feel like that's more beneficial than profiles or titles. But whatever.
Like here we have Polito confirming the anniversary event will indeed give us 1600 polychromes, a free S rank agent, and as well as a free S rank W engine with even more info.
I hope this is like any character, like any character you want in any engine, and not specifically just like only tied to that specific update. 'Cause if it is specifically tied to that update, that's kind of a huge turnoff. Yeah, not gonna lie, that'd be a pretty shit design. Not gonna lie.
On some of the upcoming anniversary events as well. So about the anniversary events, here it says that we'll be getting more login bonuses than usual. So we have our standard login event, which is the usual that gives us a free 10 pulls, but we have a few extra ones this time around just for the anniversary. One that will give us another free 10 pull as a surprise, and then another 10 pull login event for the beginning of a new chapter, since we're getting in the big season.
So is that like 30 or 40 pulls already? That doesn't even add up with the story either. I think the story is gonna give like 30, I think. Not gonna lie, that's huge.
Season 2 of the story,
That's
and
like
they're doing a
already
bunch of
70
minor
or
changes to the
60
game.
pulls.
We were getting a bunch of extra pulls, which means we now have 30 plus pulls completely free.
Yeah,
For
see,
the
there you
anniversary,
go.
a free S rank agent, a free engine, and more freebies. But now let's talk about the free S rank reward. What are the details on it? What do we know? How do we obtain it? And what it is exactly? So
Oh, it's a ticket? Yeah, definitely. You can definitely choose anyone. Okay.
this will be obtainable from a upcoming anniversary event, and from what is said, this will be a free S rank ticket, and as well as a free S rank W engine ticket, so a ticket for both, which will allow you to
Oh,
pick
it's a
any
ticket
standard
for that too?
character.
Oh,
With
never
this
mind. Never mind. This is shit. This is shit, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm turned off. I don't like that. I thought this was like anything, 85 star in the game. That is very misleading. I don't like that. I'm probably gonna go for either Soldier. No, I don't think I'm gonna go for Soldier 11. I already have Evelyn, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Rina or Lycon because I use Lycon for a bit. I don't really use Grace that much, and I think I need Rina just for Power as I yeah, check that video out if you want on the screen. But yeah, I've crashed out because I wasn't doing enough damage.
And the same with the new standard S rank W engine ticket. This ticket will allow you to choose a free signature engine for one of these standard banner characters. You guys
I didn't even think about that. The free engines. I think that's gonna be really good for Lycon, for my Lycon at least, because I already have Rina's engine. I just use it on the Cole though. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
let me know what will
That's
be your
crazy.
pick. Alright, so here is a full breakdown of the anniversary events, giving us a 20 poll.
Okay, my webcam's kind of blocking a lot of most of the shit. Now that I realize that, I'm just gonna do this. Y'all can pause and read that, but yeah, I'm just gonna play the video. So hope y'all read that in time.
Polls for free, 2 login events giving us 10 polls each. So the first one called Yeah Big Surprise, log in for 7 days to receive 10 encrypted master tapes, which is a free 10 pull. And now we also have the other one called Gift Letter, log in for 7 days to receive 10 encrypted masters. And this also provides us the event description, the participation conditions. As mentioned,
Okay.
all you have to do is be above Enternaut level 8, which is pretty easy to get. I believe you can get that in like a day of playing. So these rewards will be available for
Yeah, I
every
think I was like
player
level
in the
20
game.
first day
Free polls for
playing
free
on day
just for
one.
logging in. The count here, not
Yeah,
even the so I'm sure the poll count for this update is going to be looking much higher than usual. I would hope so because the poll count has been going down with every update. But I'm going to let you guys
at least someone acknowledges it. Thank God. I was only getting like 30 or 40 summons per update. I don't know. That's kind of stinky, not gonna lie. It's so hard to do anything when you get like these shit amounts of fucking polycrumbs. 60 per story or maybe like 60 per thing. It's kind of shit. You can only rely on the end game shit. There's like barely any events, and when there are events, there's probably still even like more polycrumbs you still get from that. At least someone acknowledged it.
know
I
once
like
we
that.
have the full poll count. I always make monthly poll count videos, so stay tuned for that one. Overall, really good rewards so far for the anniversary. That's what we could expect. This is pretty much the minimum amount of polls that we could expect, like 30 polls, a standard character for free. It's nothing.
Okay, so I'm expecting like 3 or 4 events. Um, so that's probably like a solid 50 summons, maybe. I'm not too sure.
Crazy in value. I'd say 2 of these standard characters can still be quite useful, like Lycon and Rina. They're both pretty high up on the tier list still to this.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I don't have Rina, but Lycon's still a very viable choice. He has like iframes every time you do a special attack, and you basically have iframes in your when you're doing the charged up attack. Yeah, he's just a really good standard banner character. Like heck, you could even like DPS with him because I did that with on day one. I DPS with him because he was one of my first 5 stars.
Free S
He's
engine
a
is
really
real
good
nice as
viable
well.
character.
So I'll take it. It'll replace one of my 4-star options for one of the characters that I'm using. You guys can let me know down below as well. Do you think we're getting enough for the anniversary? 30 pulls, any standard character? I would say this is like the minimum reward. But if we get any more new
I think if you add it up with the story, I think it's enough. Just like barely enough. I think you'd be missing like 20 summons, maybe 30. If I am thinking of the right amount of polygrams you get from the story, I'd say that's like decent. Not like enough, but decent. Because enough would be like pity, in my opinion. But like good enough, it's all right. It's decent. But just enough is pity, in my opinion.
I got you guys covered right here on the channel, but we also have more things to come. So right here we have information on skins, and this is like a skin for the proxies. Apparently the proxies you'll be able to customize.
Yeah, I expected that, because why would they even tease the proxies with like Chinese clothing? Unless that's just like a story element. But yeah. That it wouldn't have really made much sense if why they would dress him up like that in the teaser.
But for now, we have more news on the way, which is the 2.0 banners. The new characters look really hype as we just had the drip marketing last night for
I
two
didn't see
brand new
that.
characters
I'm
coming
trying
from
to
the
stay
2.0
away from
update.
that.
This is probably the first phase characters. We have the S rank Yizuan, the anniversary headlining character.
There's no way they're already doing Yujuan first banner. That is crazy. I thought she'd be like more of like a 2.2 or 2.3 type thing. That is crazy. They're already starting off very, very strong with this one. That is insane.
And then we also have a brand
Wait,
new
and then the
animation
5
called
star is a
Pan.
panda?
Cool
The
looking
panda's a
character,
5
it's like a
star?
panda, reminded me of Kung Fu Panda. And what I'm thinking is tonight.
Bro, that is a
will
hard
be the
decision because I
official
really wanted
drip
the
marketing
panda.
for
I mean, for most people, that might not be a very, very hard decision because, you know, when they see big boobs, they pull for big boobs. But I was really, really, really interested in the panda. Not gonna lie, like the guy in the video said, Kung Fu Panda, basically. I was very interested in how they were gonna do that, but now I'm not so sure because I love both of those characters. It was a pretty informative video. Yeah, I'm pretty hyped, but not hyped at the same time. I think we're still on update 1.8, 1.7, somewhere around there. That means I'm gonna probably have to skip a couple banners again. I either want Panda or I want Yushin. You already know my luck recently because of the recent videos I've been doing. That just adds on with the amount of banners I had to skip in ZZZero. I've skipped like 2 or 3 banners in ZZZero, and then like 2 banners in Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, and now I'm gonna have to skip a couple more depending on which characters are pretty interesting in the video in the updates prior to 2.2 no 2.0 2.0. I'm gonna try my best not to like spend all my summons, I guess. Although we are getting a shit ton in that update, I gotta keep in mind that there are gonna be reruns. So it's not the end of the world if I don't summon for banners. Yeah, I'm gonna be one of those guys where I've been saving up since 3 updates ago. If you enjoyed today's video, because I know I did, it's pretty interesting, leave a like. And if you're new around here, want to see more potential ZZZero videos in the future, more of them, because I have been doing a lot more of them recently, subscribe and stay tuned. And if you got any anime recommendations, because I am doing anime reactions on the channel, you can check them out if you want. Leave those recommendations in the comments down below. And yeah, peace.